Hello everyone and welcome back to the Upside Down. As Batman deals with a deformed man known as the Penguin, as he causes trouble in Gotham with a crooked businessman, an employee of the latter becomes Catwoman with a vengeance. Before I get to my review of Batman Returns, on the screen now are my social media handles. Please like, follow, and subscribe to the Upside Down on social media. The links are in the description below and on my channel page. I am still trying to think of a rating system that's a good fit for my channel and myself. But for now, I will have a rating out of 10 at the end of this review. Now, let's get to the next Tim Burton Batman film, Batman Returns. First, while I wouldn't call this a Christmas movie per se, I did really like the Christmas setting during it. And Tim Burton does a great job directing yet again for this entry. Again, great score by Danny Elfman. Burton's directing and Elfman's score really set the tone for this film. The opening music is eerie as Baby Penguin is floating through the sewer. It adds the dark and gritty nature of what is happening on the screen. These parents literally threw their baby into a sewer. The music and the lighting of this scene definitely gave off what we were supposed to feel during it. The score and the cinematography succeeded in this aspect, as it does multiple times throughout the rest of the film. I remembered Michelle Pfeiffer and Danny DeVito were in this, but I actually completely forgot that Christopher Walken was in this movie. I think all three did a really good job here. Danny DeVito plays a very effective villain as Oswald Cobblepot and Penguin. Michelle Pfeiffer is excellent as Selina Kyle and Catwoman. Christopher Walken is good as the crooked businessman Max Schreck. And Michael Keaton was great again, returning as Batman and Bruce Wayne. It didn't seem like we were even focused on him as much, but the other characters were so intriguing, I didn't care as much. But still, this is a Batman film, so it would have been nice to see more Keaton in this. But luckily, we are going to see Michael Keaton play the role again. I like that they don't show the Penguin right away. It adds to the suspense of what effect being raised like that would have on someone in physical, mental, and emotional ways. He was born with deformities, but being raised in a sewer like that would of course have negative effects. But I think DeVito plays this role to a T. He is truly evil and menacing. His plan for Gotham is dark and sinister. I love Michelle Pfeiffer in this film. I didn't really remember how she became Catwoman. I really only remembered that bad Halle Berry movie and how she became it vaguely. I don't really remember that movie all that much. Pfeiffer had a really good breakdown scene when she returns home from being pushed out of the building. I loved that her "Hello Here" sign said "Hell Here" after her transformation. It was good imagery and a good representation of what her character has and will become. There were a lot of good camera shots and angles in this movie. I loved when Bruce Wayne stood up and the bat signal was in the background right behind him. It looked very cool and very, very epic. I also really liked the tracking shot through the zoo and through Penguin's lair. I thought that was very well done. Again, really fantastic practical effects and stunts here. The Batmobile and the Batski boat are awesome. The costumes are great. Penguin's costume and makeup is visually well made. A lot of time went into this practical makeup, his practical costume, and his prosthetic. And of course, Danny DeVito again is fantastic, and he definitely adds to the look tremendously. The use of real penguins, animatronics, and special effects mixed well here. I always love when the effects are practical when it's possible. I loved the shots from inside the birdcage as Catwoman and Penguin were talking. There was great rhetoric between the two as they conspire with each other, but also try to one-up each other in the scene. Pfeiffer actually put a live bird right in her mouth. I thought that was an interesting tidbit and definitely shows her dedication to the art of her acting and to the character. There was some really good dialogue in this movie, but there were also some very corny one-liners, which is to be expected in a comic book series like this. I know it gets worse as it goes along, but I know Batman and Robin is the worst offender of this. Like Jack Nicholson's Joker in the first Batman, Danny DeVito's Penguin has some great lines as well. One of my favorites is when the crowd is chucking food at him after Bruce Wayne plays the incriminating audio clips. And the Penguin says, "Why is it that someone always brings eggs and tomatoes to a speech?" I thought that was very funny and clever. I definitely laughed at it. Overall, I really enjoyed this sequel. I think I even liked it more than the first Batman. They're basically on par with each other, but I think I like this one a tad bit more. I loved that the ending of this one had a callback to the first one. Bruce Wayne was in the rain looking for Selina. He finds a cat. He picks the cat up, takes it back to his car, and Alfred and him drive away. But as they drive away, the bat signal lights up the sky. And this time it's not Batman looking at the signal. It is Catwoman showing up on the rooftop and looking at the bat signal. I really enjoyed that callback. Before I get to my rating of Batman Returns, here are my social media handles. Again, please like and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and now Twitter. Please comment on this video and let's have a discussion on the Tim Burton Batman films. Are you excited to see Michael Keaton reprise his role in the upcoming Flash movie? This Friday the 13th, keep an eye out for my review for the movie Freaky. Freaky comes out on Friday the 13th of November. It is a fun-looking movie about a serial killer and a teenage girl who switch bodies. I will have my review up on Friday, and I will be talking about my first experience back at the theater since March. You don't want to miss it, so hit that bell and subscribe. So, what would I rate Batman Returns? This sequel gets an 8 out of 10 from me. If you've liked what I've had to say, like this video, comment on this video, share my videos and my channel with your family and friends, hit that notification bell, subscribe, and come to the Upside Dan.